No, I'm just playing. How you guys doing today? So, without further ado, let's get into these messages because y'all, it's been so funny. I have been sitting over here like I'm about to go live, and then I'm waiting. And I'm like, okay, I'm about to go live, and then I'm like, I'm waiting. And then it's like, y'all, like I've been supposed to go live like since like almost like 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. could be significant, but y'all, just felt the need to wait. Like, and I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. And I feel like waiting is significant. I feel like the divine timing is at play with a lot of things that's going on right now, y'all. So heavy emphasis on just going with the flow today. Going with the flow this weekend is what I'm hearing too. I want y'all to understand something. It's so funny because I had one of my girlies reach out to me about a live that I did on fucking July 27th, and for some reason I don't even know how she remembered it, but she was just like, yeah, you did a reading on that day. And I like, at the time it wouldn't let me go and it wouldn't let me download the video to upload it to my YouTube, but I feel like that was significant. And then when I went to go do it today, like, it's uploading. So I feel like divine timing is at play with a lot of things in your life right now. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying that there's a lot of different things that you need to actually like just wait on. Like, God is sitting over here saying that there's a reason why this connection hasn't worked out. There's a reason why things have to take time. There's a reason why you have to sit over here and like start things at different times. But you guys need to start sitting over here paying attention to when God is sitting over here saying like, listen, do this at this time versus you do this during this time. You know, sometimes he wants to like mess up your routine in order for it to bring like a better outcome. Okay, now without further ado, I was pulling gratitude cards for myself, but then I felt the need to like do this one with you guys as well, because I feel like it's going to tie into the message today, y'all. So let's get into it. On my gratitude card, it's a reflection card, y'all. We're reflecting today, y'all. And before I even get to this card, let me tell you, today, like, for some reason, I just feel my exes are like pulling on my energy today. I was like, should I reach out to him? So a Sag could be significant, a Scorpio could be significant, a Virgo could be significant, and even like an Aries. But I just felt like, and you know what's crazy? I actually had a dream last night about two people that I used to talk to, and like I found out that they were like sleeping like in the bed with some, like in my dream I like walked in and they were like sleeping with somebody else, not like, but they were like literally like sleeping. So I just feel like the need to tell you guys, like, that was my confirmation that I need to move on from those connections, because it's like they have moved on. And I feel like this is somebody's confirmation. If you guys have been asking God, like, yo, like, what's going on, like, with this connection, like, why did they ghost me? I feel the need to tell you it's because they have found somebody else. Maybe, and it could have been because you sat over here and like you reacted. It could have been because you reacted wrong to something. But I mean, in this instance, like, I feel like God is giving you confirmations, and I feel like it had to be a delayed confirmation because he didn't want you to be upset, because he didn't want you to overreact at this time. Now let's get into it, okay? But heavy emphasis that you guys might be feeling like your ex is like pulling on your energy. You feel the urge to hit up your ex. You feel the need to sit over here and be like, well, shit, I could take a flight out to them, because my ex actually, both of my exes actually live in different states. But I was like, I felt the urge to be like, so what's up, big head? So I feel like if y'all are feeling it, don't fold, or you guys might be sitting over here being hit up by your ex, okay? So with the gratitude card, it said, I made it up here on this bridge between starshine and clay. My one hand holding tight, my other hand come celebrate with me that every day something had tried to kill me and has failed. And that quote is by Lucille Clifton. You could be dealing with somebody with the name Ill, or you could be sitting over here dealing with somebody with the name C. It could be in the first, middle, or last name, or this is you. It says, recall your nearest to death experience. What a miracle that we continue through these times. Now, I'm gonna get into, like, sometimes I feel called to read like the actual definition of these cards. And for those that want to sit over here and look at it, then you know you could do that. Jen, right now we're just vibing, but basically we're talking about reflection. But I feel the need to tell you guys. So this is internal gratitude. This is significant for a few of you guys. It says, we all have a different relationship with abundance. Some of us devote ourselves to trying hard all the time, forgetting to let others or the serendipity of the universe take care of us, and losing our trust that good things will come. Others feel more entitled to good outcomes and can likewise feel betrayed when the universe does not provide exactly what we wanted. Today, take a few moments to think about where you fall on this spectrum. What is your relationship with unknown abundance? Perhaps a near-death experience is not just a brush of physical death, but rather the death of options. How might you create more options in your life today by stepping towards a place of balance? The reason why this ties into everything, y'all, catch me really quickly. I know when we talk about near-death experiences, some of you guys could have got in a car accident. Some of you guys could have sat over here and was suicidal. Some of you guys, like, a lot of different things could have happened in life. But let's talk about the death of options, y'all. Sometimes, so let's talk relationships real quick. Sometimes we think that relationships is going to sit over here and do us, and sometimes we think that these people are who we're supposed to spend the rest of our lives with, and when it's revealed to us that it's not, we don't know how to react to that. I feel like some of you guys need to actually reflect back onto relationships that you guys have had, and I feel the need to sit over here and say you guys need to release that and dead the thought of you guys getting back together, because I feel the need to tell you guys that you guys have already lived and learned through those experiences. You have learned everything that you needed to learn from those connections. It's time to move forward. Another thing is that some of you guys need to dead the options of old careers. Some of you guys, you keep sitting over here thinking like, ooh, I need to get back into the tech world. I need to get back into accounting. I need to get back into nursing. I need to get back into something. But the point of the matter is that you left it for a reason. And I feel like the only reason that you feel the need to go back is because of stability. But God is calling you to he's calling your attention to your mental and your emotional stability. Like, yes, you could sit over here and make a lot of money in that field, but it's like you weren't mentally happy there. If you were a lawyer, you were not mentally happy there. That's why you had to take a leave of absence. I'm hearing therapists. Like, some of you guys have left a career and you guys have been like thinking of if you want to go back or not. I feel like you shouldn't, because you left it for a reason. I feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys that the only reason why options and new opportunities are not coming into you, new relationships, a whole bunch of new stuff, it's not coming into you guys because you guys keep sitting over here actually like keep leaving the door open to the past, when in actuality you need to dead those options. Some of you guys need to sit over here and not feel bad about that. And I also feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys that the only reason why you feel sad is because you realize that that path that you thought that you was on has changed, or it has altered. Okay, now external gratitude. This is the last part. It says, consider near-death experiences as points of closure, relationships death, loss of community, the creative death of releasing a project, feeling stuck or uninspired, or the loss of work or career. We all experience closures in our lives, but today your task is to figure out what brought you back. How can you give thanks for life rafts that helped you to the other side? This is your reminder to keep your eyes open for other rafts floating your way. Even in good times, you never know when you'll need them. I feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys to go watch a reading, and it's called fuck, I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but at the end of it, it's called it's like Jerry Brutos versus Walt Disney. And it's called Everybody Can't Come With You. Thank you, God. Because I'm like, I know the reading. I feel the need, and that one is actually a lengthy reading, and I feel the need to tell you guys, like, even within that reading, like, even though it's lengthy, watch the whole thing, because I feel like there's something for you in that reading. But it's like, it's so motherfucking powerful, because in that reading I was going through like so some of you guys could literally be going through a process of like hermit mode, where shit, not everybody can go, but it's like everybody is falling away from you right now, and it's like, and it's significant. And in that reading, it talks about like some of you guys are like at different points in your life, but some of you guys are either going up the ladder or you guys are getting ready to go down a downhill. And I feel like you're about to watch, like, it's like a big tower moment is going on in your life. And I feel the significance of that is that during this tower moment, you're going to realize that everybody falls off, and in the end, the only person that's going to be left in this life is you. Or at the end of like everything, you losing everything, is going to be you, but God is going to give you a lifeboat onto your next path. So that's significant. Heavy emphasis on you guys are going through tower moments. Yeah, so I want to go back to July 27th. July 27th could be significant. And the reason why is because I sat over here and I at first, like, I was gonna sit over here and do like a whole nother reading, because like I still have a whole bunch of downloads that I haven't got caught up on, that I need to get out to you guys. So resting could be significant, but I felt the need to sit over here and say start doing what you're called to do, not what you want to do. Okay, July 27th. Found it. You guys could be dealing with the Aries. And you know what's crazy? I actually drew, you know how I sat over here and I told you last night I had a dream about somebody that I cut off? I actually drew a picture of the person in my journal. And I rarely draw pictures of people, but sometimes I just feel the urge to. Yeah. So on July 27th, I wrote this thing. It's called internal, and internal, but I spelled it 3 different ways, so that could be significant. And then I said, the only one that can lift me up is me. And I feel that's significant. A lot of you guys are going through a lot of tower moments, or you guys are going through a big tower moment where it's just like, I feel like everybody is out of my life. I feel like I had to cut off everybody. I felt like, you know, and I feel the urge to put people back into my life. And I feel like that's significant, y'all. I felt the need to sit over here and I'm like, I know that I'm not supposed to place anybody back into my life, but why do I feel like I need somebody there? So that could be significant. I also feel the need to say that if you guys are really serious about like wanting to get married, if you're serious about like wanting relationships, if you're serious about actually taking that next step, I feel the need to tell you to delete the apps. Stop looking. And I also feel the need to sit over here and tell you that you need to sit over here. The reason why is because you have to focus on you. All of your life you have been focused on other people, hence why you keep trying to place people back into your life. And I feel like the reason that you keep placing people back into your life is because you don't know how to focus on yourself. And that's why God is saying, I need you to focus on yourself. I also wrote down, I kept looking to other people to guide me, but in reality, I'm supposed to guide myself. And I feel like that's significant. A lot of you guys sit over here and actually go to other people to get their advice. And it's like, but they're not giving you sound advice. A lot of you people like to get validation through these other people. And in reality, it's like, but you need to validate yourself. Because in the end, what happens if this, God forbid that this person passes away, and then all of a sudden, now you're lost in the sauce. It happens every day. You said I got the same water bottle in my hand right now. Drink that water, babe. Drink that water. I also really need to tell you guys, drink tea. Especially after your meals. I wrote down cleanse myself. Some of you guys need to wake up and come up with like a cleansing routine. And you know what's crazy is I actually I haven't uploaded it yet, but I just put an egg cleanse. Like I created an egg cleanse like a minute ago, and I have been like, ooh, so this could be significant, y'all. So I had created an egg cleanse video that I wanted to put out, so like to teach you guys how to like cleanse yourself with egg, because I feel like everybody knows how to cleanse themselves with sage, but like not really with egg. It's not talked about a lot. And so I did one, but I judged myself so much in that video because I was just like, it just doesn't seem like, it doesn't seem like formal. It doesn't seem like, and it took me a minute to like post it, but it's just like, but then I went back and watched it today and I'm like, that's really an informative video. And so I am going to be posting that probably by the time I get off this live or whatever. But I feel like that's significant. Some of you guys, if you have a project that you have been working on, or it's like you've been like hard on yourself about certain things, I feel the need to tell you guys not to. But I feel the need to tell you guys like another thing is that you guys need to actually start waking up and cleansing yourself like you take showers and like you brush your teeth. And the reason why is because especially if you guys are spiritual baddies, I feel the need to tell you guys that, listen, spiritual attacks come to you, especially when you are on this verge of moving forward in your life, making new changes in your life. And I feel the significance of is you got to sit over here, like you sit over here and you wake up and you smell yourself stinking, your breath stinking. You need to sit over here and get in the habit of cleansing yourself with sage, with eggs, with whatever it is that you have, with a spray. With a spray, it's like whatever it is that you have, it's like cleanse yourself. I also wrote down believe in myself. And then I said, I woke up this morning feeling the need to declutter again. I woke up feeling like today is the day that will change my life. And I feel like that's significant. I feel like a lot of you guys had to hit this moment. So I also have a reading that's called Fat Girls Need Love Too. I believe that's what it's called. But it's on my YouTube. That might be significant. If you guys feel the need to if you feel the need to go watch any of these videos I'm mentioning, go. I'll never force you guys to. But the point of the matter is that within that video, I was talking about in the movie Fat Girls how she reached a moment where she like hit rock bottom to where she was just fed up, and she like literally just destroyed her whole fucking room because she was tired of being somebody that she wasn't. And I feel like then it was like after it, she shifted. She cleaned up all her shit. She cleaned up all the like the diet pills because she was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna accept myself. She cleaned up her whole like her collage. She had a collage or a vision board of her trying to be this skinny person, but like her body wasn't that. But I feel the need to tell you guys, like, it's time for you to declutter, and it's time for you guys to sit over here and get clear on what it is that you want to do within life. And it's like from that moment, it was like, make the change. Whatever you're called to do, then do it. I wrote down, I said, I look to others to warn me, but I can warn myself. And I feel like that's significant, y'all, because a lot of you guys are looking for other people to tell you, don't go down that way. I've been through that, but I feel like your intuition already tells you not to do certain things, but you don't listen to it. And I feel like that's significant. And that's why you guys be having conflict within yourself, having conflict within your mind, within your heart, and within your gut feeling is because you don't listen when your intuition say, don't go out tonight. You don't listen. When your intuition says, don't trust that person, you don't listen. When your intuition says, listen, that motherfucker's lying to you, you don't listen. You try to justify it. And it's like your gut said don't listen, but your logic is trying to justify, but they haven't did nothing wrong. Some of you guys have keen intuition to where it's like, you know, some of you guys' intuition could be almost like you mind read stuff. Like it's like you can read somebody's mind, but maybe you don't know that you have this ability. But other people know because you say things that they're thinking. It's like, for example, some of you guys, like, have y'all seen movies and they're like, you know, and it's funny, I see two birds outside, so you guys could be seeing a lot of birds outside, but it's like some of you guys have like keen, like where you know what they're saying, but you say something before somebody else is saying, and they look at you and they're amazed because they're like, damn, I was just thinking that. Some of you guys have that ability, but you guys have yet to know that because nobody reveals that, yo, you just said that. I was just thinking that. Like, start paying attention. I also wrote down, I have the power to read myself. So if you're a tarot reader, I feel the need to tell you guys that you have the power to read yourself. You don't necessarily need to go to another reader to get clarity. Although, like, I feel that that's the reason why you guys do go to other readers is for clarity. Like, you watch me, it's for clarity and stuff like that, right? But I feel the need to tell you guys, like, if you guys develop your spiritual abilities, like, you can read yourself, because it's so funny. There's a few readers that have came to me and they're like, I really cannot read myself. And I'm like, no, you just keep putting that limitation on yourself. Some of you guys are putting limitations on yourself before you even try. And it's like, some of you guys try, but the point of the matter is that you can keep it real with everybody else, but you can't keep it real with yourself. Hence why you're not aligned. Align yourself. And don't lie to yourself. You know how to read cards. I feel the need to tell you guys, give you guys an example. Sit over here, like how you guys sit over here and record videos for other people, or you do readings with other people. Sit over here and give yourself like an alter fucking ego. I'm thinking of Beyonce. Beyonce is Beyonce, but her alter ego is Sasha Fierce. Say, Sasha Fierce, I'm about to read for you. And then read cards as if you're reading for Sasha Fierce, but it's for you. And then start there. You're welcome. I also wrote down to understand myself, to face myself. Everyone or everything was a distraction, and they tried me. But I trust in my intuition, and I believe I know what is the real for me. Nothing can throw me off balance. And I feel like that's the biggest thing is that you guys need to sit over here and get back into balance, so you know what your true feelings is versus what's not your feeling. Yeah. I also wrote down the last time I fucked was July 25th, 2023. So some of you guys could sit over here and be going on your celibate journey. I wrote down 10 weeks could be significant. October 5th, 2023. could be significant. So some of you guys, if you have been thinking about going celibate, I think you should. And then I wrote down, well, why? I said to cleanse my energy, to cleanse my uterus, to cleanse my smell. I also wrote down, and you know what's crazy is because I don't, at that time I didn't have a smell, but I just know like I'm used to not having a smell, and but I felt like it was like acidic. It was like an acidic smell. So if you guys are like having like an acidic or an acidic smell down there, I feel the need to tell you guys to drink more water. And I also feel the need to tell you guys maybe go to your OBGYN, maybe cleanse up your diet. Because I know like, and then I also feel the need to tell you guys, if you guys are like smelling down there and it smells fishy, is BV. So you guys need to sit over here, and either you could do like a, you could go to your OBGYN or just a doctor and they could prescribe you pills, or you could sit over here and get some tea tree oil and put it on a tampon, and make sure that the tampon is not what you call it, with dye on it. Like get one that's like fragrant free or like organic. I like to go to Target and stuff like that, but just put some tea tree oil on it and then like just put it up there. You could also do what you call it, for some reason I was gonna say give you the ingredients for a yeast infection. So some of you guys could have a yeast infection. If you guys do you can either get Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, and stuff yourself like 7 days. It might not take 7 days, but I tell you to do 7 days because some of you guys it might clear up in 3. I also feel the need to tell you guys apple cider vinegar can clear up a lot of stuff. Maybe you guys just need to get a glass of water, lukewarm water, and then put apple cider vinegar in it, and then it will cleanse up your whole yeast infection too. I guess I'm a doctor today. Okay. But I also feel the need to tell you guys, pay attention, and to my masculines out there too, because I know masculines watch me, pay attention to cleansing your energy, because I know like even though you don't have internal, like you could still feel the shift in energies once you have like a partner that you're having intercourse with. It's like, pay attention to that. Some people might drain your energy, and it's like you don't need to have sex with those people. Those people might sit over here and make you feel sad, and you're like, bitch. And it might not be the next day, but pay attention to that following day. Sometimes it could be that next day though. I also wrote down cleanse up your sexual appetite. Some of you guys like to have sex, but you guys don't have a consistent partner. And I feel like, and it's crazy because we started off with saying like, you know, if you want somebody that's like for real yo shit, it's like you need to cleanse yourself up and not fall victim to everybody. And I feel like that's significant because I just did a reading and it was talking about like y'all can't go for everybody. Like y'all can't go, like it's like, for example, you want somebody that's untouchable, but you got to be untouchable too. So but some of you guys have a sexual appetite where it's just like, well, if you not gonna do it, shit, I'm about to go find it for somebody else. And it's funny because I'm channeling a feminine energy, but usually y'all would think it was coming from a masculine, so that could be significant. I also feel the need to tell you, like, women like to fuck too. It's just not talked about. I also wrote down cleanse out all the soul ties and cut the cord. Some of you guys need to actually go celibate just to cleanse out all of your past energy of the past people that you have had sex with. And now I'm sitting over here thinking of a conversation that I just had with my ex, and he was like, so how many people have you fucked since me? And I was just like, what? But I gave him the number, and he was like, okay, so we gotta add, like, we gotta multiply that. And I was like, okay, J. Cole. So some of you guys might need to multiply by 3. And then I also wrote down heal your sex. Which within that, I feel like some of you guys like, okay, so I'm gonna get kind of deep with y'all. Some of you guys don't like sex, but I feel like, okay, so I'm getting into energies. Some of you guys don't like sex. Some of you guys just don't like to have sex with certain people. I feel the need to tell you guys, like, listen, if you don't want to fucking have sex with those people, like, I'm literally getting the energy right now. This is so funny, y'all. I should not be telling y'all this. But, like, I literally feel like if you put it in and it's like, it's a no for you, like, get your ass up and go home. Like, you do not need to finish the deed. If the chemistry is not there, then why fake it? Okay. And then that's it. Or actually, no, there's another page. I also wrote down lay low, stay positive, and then the new you will come from this. And I also wrote down personal life. No one needs to know about this. So I feel the need to tell you guys, like, what you guys have going on, nobody needs to know what's in the works for you. Just put that shit out. Period. I'm also getting take a self-care day, because during this day, I feel like this is what's going to bring your inspiration back. Nights of solitude, like just being quiet within yourself, will sit over here and will bring out a lot within you, okay? Some of you guys are getting ready for an interview, and I'm going to leave that one there because I feel like I have to go here really quickly. What do I need to talk about really quickly? Where is we at? Shazam. The eyes, chico, they never lie. Keep going. Here. Some of you guys could be from Atlanta. 2011 could be significant. The year of the rabbit could be significant. I want you guys to go back and actually like kind of do a self-reflection of what happened in 2011. Specifically 9/11, 2011. If you guys have pictures, like I'm getting like, if you have a Snapchat that goes back that far, go look at those pictures. See what you were doing. If you have a journal, if you have like an old journal, go pick that shit up to go see what you was doing. So I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go here or do I want to go here? Because I got options. Well, let's ask the fucking cards. Do I do both or do I do one? Thank you. Should I do all three? Fine. I'll do all three. 369. 369 could be significant. Okay. Go back to the page. 369. Okay. We're starting here. Whew. Are y'all ready? Let me take a drink of water because we about to get into these downloads, okay? You said, chill, I just joined. I can't even remember that far back. Some of y'all need to go back, okay? Y'all, is y'all ready? Because we about to get into this shit real quick, okay? How you doing, Adriana and Shanti? Or actually, that's Shanice. How you doing, sweets? And Tiara. I was like, wait, am I seeing the right names? Okay, some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus. The number 7 could be significant. Go back to 9/11 and see what happened. That was just 2 days ago. That something within that could have been like revealing. I wrote down having multiple gifts. Some of you guys, and you know what's crazy? I just said that some of you guys could read minds. I wrote down empathy. I wrote down knowing. I also wrote down try to keep me from sleeping, or trying to keep me from sleeping. No sleep equals no energy to succeed. And you know what's crazy? On this night, I woke up from a bad dream. And so you guys could sit over here and be like being attacked in your spiritual realm. But I felt the need to sit over here and say, don't be scared of that. Like just sit over here and just be like, yo, listen, leave me the fuck alone. And I did that and I just went back to fucking sleep. I was just like tired. But maybe in those moments you need to actually wake up and just cleanse yourself really quickly. Not because you're afraid, but it's like, bitch, get the fuck away. I also wrote down keep things to yourself. I also wrote down well-informed equals less to be fooled. I also wrote down only answer what you know. Also 9:11 a.m. and p.m. could be significant, so set a timer for 9:11 p.m. I also wrote down, if you guys are watching this on my YouTube at a later date, I feel the need to sit over here and tell you to wait a day and then set the timer. I also wrote down know yourself, know your partner, know your partner before commitment. So some of you guys need to take more time and actually know yourself before you can know your partner. And I also feel the need to tell you guys, take your time actually getting familiar with these people. Some of you guys could be clairaudience. I also wrote down left equals intuitive messages from guides. So if you guys are clairaudient and you're getting like ringing in your ears, the left means intuitive messages from guides. And then you know what's crazy? I didn't even feel the need to tell you what the right means, but I feel the need to say, like, if you guys are clairaudient, go look up what the right is. And I feel the need to tell you that is because I can't give you all the answers. I feel like God is sitting over here challenging you guys to start like really tapping into your gifts. Some of you guys have the power to see past, present, and future. But it's like tap into your gifts because it's like you keep sitting over here trying to figure out, okay, what's your gifts from other people, from other tarot readings, not even just me, but it's like, figure it out. It's time for you to put in the effort to actually, like, you know, you could see some shit, you know, you had a dream about it. Now it's time for you to figure out what that dream was about. I also wrote down the next 2 days could be significant. I also wrote down turn the key. And so the 28th and the 29th could be significant. Some of you guys, pink, green, and purple could be your favorite colors. And then I also wrote down shedding old skin. Now, let's get into this next part, because this next part, it actually is a 2-part, but I feel the need to, let's see if I can find it really quickly in this one, because I did it in here, but I also did it there too. I'll just do it from here. If I feel called to go back, I will. So twins could be significant. So y'all, I was actually watching the movie Twitches, which kind of inspired like this whole little thing. And I feel like it's significant because, like, even though Disney movies be like Disney, like it's like fake, they be having like hidden gems within that, which is reminding me, heavy emphasis on the Jerry Brutos versus Walt Disney. It's called Everyone Can't Go With You. Go watch that video. It's like an hour and 53 minutes, but watch it. Like, watch it. Like, I just feel the need to tell y'all, watch that video. Like, I don't ever, y'all know, like, I will tell y'all, like, I'll encourage you guys to go watch other videos, but it's like that one, everybody has to watch it. Everybody. I don't care. Okay, so in Twitches, their real names was Apollo and Arminus. I believe that's what it is. But I believe their real names like was Cameron and what's that other girl's name? I forget what the other girl was called. But their real names was that's what they were named at. Patrick Fabian could be significant. But he's actually an actor. I also wrote down Hope begins on October 31st. And in Twitches, like their birthday was on October 31st. So something about Halloween could be significant. And you know what's crazy? My cards just fell down. Yeah, so there's that. And the Empress was at the bottom of my deck, so okay. I also wrote down full moon energy. December 7th, 1964 could be significant. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Sag. Pennsylvania could be significant. In 2011, that was a pig year. And then I also wrote down 2013 Jimmy. And so I had actually went and watched this movie called Jimmy, but I'll get into that like once we go, because it's gonna play a part of this. Okay. 14 years old could be significant. Some of you guys just have the ability of just like knowing. I also wrote down portal energy to escape. When the sun is up, they're up. So the Cameron actually had the energy. So she was the one with the sun. It's easier for me to remember them by the sun and the moon. She had the ability to, like, when she woke up in the morning when the sun was up, she had the ability to paint things, but she painted what was in her vision. And then she also had like the keen ability to just know things. Like she just knew it before it happened. Also, the moon, she was a mind reader. She could read minds too, but she was a writer. She would write stories about the past, but she didn't know that it was actually real stories. So that could be significant for some of you guys. I also wrote down trusting someone you would least expect. And when I wrote that down, it's because Patrick Fabian actually played the uncle, which was the one that was the darkness. It was the villain in the thing, but everybody would least expect him because he was the one that looked like he was trying to make sure like everything was okay, but he was the secret attack. So some of you guys, like, you guys don't know that y'all really have a secret enemy that's really closer than what you think, but you at least expect them. I also wrote down being impossible is one of the best qualities, or is one of my best qualities, is what they said. And I feel the need to tell you guys, some of you guys like need to like be in this delusional state if you want to achieve your goals, is what I'm hearing. Like, it's like, because during that, it's like, or in the movie, she was saying like being impossible, like this, like she was just like, you know, she would be persistent. So whatever it is that you want, like, you need to be persistent. I also wrote down Apollo is the sun, and Arminius is the moon. I also wrote down being horrible is the best quality. So she said being impossible is one of my best qualities, but the moon said being horrible is my best quality. So some of you guys, like if you're night owls, I just feel the need to say like you have like a little bit of a like a spicy side. I also wrote down the two must learn to act as one. So some of you guys like have the ability to channel the sun in the moon. Like maybe one of like for a few of you guys, like it actually for majority of the guys, it's like you're either morning people or you're night people, but very few people have the ability to channel both. And that's what's going to actually help you balance. I feel the need to tell you guys it's time for you to learn how to like work with the moon or study the moon. I also wrote down trust your powers / your gut equals alignment. I also wrote down have a plan B. And now I'm thinking of like maybe somebody could have just took a plan B, or you should, if especially this weekend, if you fucking like just have a plan B. But it's so crazy because when I wrote down have a plan B, I always like heard like my plan B is another way for my plan A to work, so that could be significant. I also wrote down running away because you feel unsafe. I wrote down finding our mother, helping her, she's trapped. So some of you guys have a mother and it's like she's actually trapped and she needs your help. Some of you guys like she's trapped within an addiction of alcohol. Some of you guys like she's trapped by like physical spirits that's attacking her. Maybe she's stuck in a loop and it's like it's your job to get her out of that loop. And I understand that, like I feel the need to tell you guys, like I understand that you guys like have went through a lot of stuff with her, but it's like that's significant. Like one of your lessons could be for you to like learn to forgive her. Yeah. And you know what's crazy is right before I got on live, I actually watched a video of like this counselor guy, and he was saying like, you know, if he was like, I'm a therapist, and he was like, and I'm about to give you some free game. Some of you guys could be going to therapy soon, or you want to become a therapist. I think you should. But the significance of that was he was like, I'm gonna give you free game. And he was like, if you're dealing with somebody and you get the hint, just a little hint that they have mommy issues, and they're not like actively taking steps to heal those mommy issues, run. He said, pack up your bags, sis. He said, get your shit and go. He was like, because they're going to take that out onto you. I feel the same need to tell you, same thing with daddy issues too, if you're a masculine or if you're a feminine watching. Take it as it resonates, okay? Now, I know that I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 on this because I have more in that, but I don't feel called to do this reading. So there's probably going to be a part 2 to Twitches, okay? Now, I'm going to do these ones really quickly and keep going. The name Jimmy could be significant. And actually in that movie, it was it was about like an impaired boy named Jimmy Mitchell. And in Georgia, like the scene took place in Georgia, so Atlanta could be significant. I also wrote down he has mental normality, yet he is naturally gifted with unique capacity to see beyond what most can't see. And in the movie, he could actually see angels and stuff like that. So some of you guys could be like real seers out there, like you could actually see things, but everybody thought that he was crazy. I wrote down Father Aaron, so some of you guys might be dealing with an Aaron or somebody with the name A, or you are Aaron. I also wrote down the year of the ox could be significant. And then I wrote down make spells up as you go. I wrote down eat apples, pineapple juice, no orange juice. I said when we're together, we're invincible. And then I said he believes the other doesn't. Okay, so I wrote down, don't let anyone tell you your life is over. Be every color that you are. And I feel like that's significant. Some of you guys are sitting over here getting advice from people that sit over here that's trying to lead you astray. It's like they're trying to lead you down the wrong path because they never sat over here and made it. And it's like, don't ever tell nobody that you not that person type stuff. I also wrote down into the rush now. You don't have to know it. Oh, that kind of rhyme. Into the rush now, you don't have to know how. Know it all before you try. So a lot of you guys are sitting over here thinking that you need to know every fucking thing before you try. But I'm getting this energy. You just need to put yourself out there. You just need to exert yourself. And then everything is going to make sense as you put it all together. That's how you come up with the foundation. A lot of you guys have been wondering how you build your foundation. That's how. You just get involved and you just throw yourself into it with whatever it is that you want. You want a new relationship, just start going out to fucking places and eat and stuff. You want to sit over here and find a new career, start putting your service out there. And now I'm getting like, there was this one TikTok that I seen like almost like a year ago or something like that, but it was of a guy and he was just like, listen, I'm not homeless, but I got fired and I'm handing out my job like resume type stuff. And he was on the street like a homeless man, but he was dressed professional and he's like just handing out his resume, and there he actually got a job offer from that. I think a few job offers. So some heavy emphasis on you guys shifting careers. But I feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys, like, just put yourself out there more. I also wrote down, be careful of what you want to know, because like you can sit over here and actually alter your future by knowing too much. I also wrote down, your only problem is that you overthink. I also wrote down, plants destroyed. I also wrote down, being a mom is more than just the name. Moms are supportive, they're loving. I also wrote down, from a different dimension. I wrote down, scrapbooks can be significant. And then I wrote down, draining powers, the light always finds a way. Love is the opposite of darkness. Defeat darkness with love. A lot of you guys think that light is the opposite of darkness, but love is actually the true opposite of darkness. It's like the only way that you can defeat darkness is with love. People is being mean to you, okay, but I love you. People sitting over here trying to put stuff onto you, okay, but I love it. It's like they can't get through to you if you don't pay attention to it. So that's significant. I also wrote down watchers. So in the movie Jimmy, watchers were like what he called like the spirit angels that would help him and guide him to get over his fears. And I feel like that's significant because Jimmy, like, although like he was like, even though like he was impaired, he very much was like, he was scared specifically of water because he almost had drowned. But it's like the watchers would guide him out of like the fear of it. And I feel like that's significant because a lot of you guys are so fearful to start something new, or fearful to jump into something, or fearful to let your heart like love again because of like things that have happened in the past, or because of the fear of the unknown. Take it as it resonates. I also wrote down, be careful putting your nose into things that can sting you. And I feel like that's significant because Jimmy, in the movie, Jimmy kept sitting over here overhearing like a whole bunch of conversations. And it's like one of the conversations took place where he overheard like a police officer trying to so this could be significant for somebody in a case. He overheard somebody talking about setting an innocent guy up, even though the innocent guy turned out to kind of be bad. But it's like he overheard it and he testified. His dad was a lawyer, so heavy lawyer energy. If you guys have been thinking about being a lawyer, I think you should. But 1997 could be significant. But in the movie, like, he had heard it and it was like against a guy, like the guy that his dad was defending was the innocent guy in this example. And he was like, you know, Jimmy was just like, well, I overheard this. And it actually caused a mistrial. So a mistrial could be significant. But anyway, in that movie, then he actually turned against, because it was the cop. So the cop, I think, actually got disbarred. So be careful if you're a cop watching this, because if you're doing some faulty shit, like, you could be at risk of being disbarred. But I mean, like, honestly, if you're a cop and you like, yo, I do my motherfucking job, then that's not for you. Don't take this. I also feel the need to tell you guys that he also overheard another conversation with the like in a team when it comes to like betting, and they were like rigging the game. So if you guys are like betting, just be mindful that some of those games is rigged. I feel the need to tell you all the games is rigged, but it's like they'll throw a game because the players are getting paid. So just take it as it resonates. All right, let's keep going, y'all. Hold on, I need one more drink. Because these downloads, there's a lot of fucking downloads, y'all. That's significant because, to be honest, I thought that we were going to go in a whole nother direction, but we're actually going in a direction that I wanted to. So heavy on divine timing. It's all going to work itself out. Some of you guys think that you're not going to have enough time to do things, but it's like you will. A lot of you guys are sitting over here saying, I want to do this, but God is leading you down a path that's something you need to do first, and then you can get to what you want. That could be significant. Okay, so I also wrote down, wrong place, wrong time. Be mindful of the people that you're hanging out with right now. Also, heavy emphasis on this weekend. What's crazy is because for the past 3 weekends, I've been telling you guys, watch what goes on this weekend. Watch what goes on this weekend. This is the 3rd weekend I'm gonna tell you. So, and I did a video on my YouTube that was like everything in threes. That video could be significant, but it's like this weekend is the weekend. This is the 3rd weekend I told you guys. Literally, watch what goes on this weekend. Wrong place, wrong time could be significant. So just, and now I feel the need to tell you guys, if you get invited out by somebody that you know is an op, don't go. And I know like a lot of y'all are like, but I don't hang out with ops. You do. You know, you have that person that's, you know, in the back of your mind that's jealous of you. Don't go. I also feel the need to tell you guys, like, if it's a new adventure, then go. If it's something brand new, like you never embarked on that journey, then go. So discern. Discern, discern, discern. Here's a test to discern. Either you're going to miss out on an opportunity or I'm saving your life. Pick one. Don't you love life? I wrote down lawyers could be significant. I also wrote down May 6, 1997. So some of you guys could be Tauruses or dealing with the Taurus. I also wrote down, so the number 14 could be significant. And what is the 14th is this weekend, right? When is the 14th? Because today is, please hold. Pull out my calendar really quickly. Please hold, guys. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm not in. So tomorrow is the 14th. Okay, so Kira, how you doing? Thank you, sweets. I'm not even paying it. It's the new moon. Tomorrow's the 14th. So heavy Virgo energy. Y'all, manifest. The new moon is on tomorrow, so it's time for y'all to manifest. But be mindful of what you're manifesting, because, yeah, just be mindful. I can't tell you why, just be mindful. Because you're going to get instant, it's like you're going to get instant results this weekend. You said you want that relationship back. There you go. Did you really want it back, though? Okay. Anyway, so I wrote down prime ministers. Because for some reason, like, I was just like, okay, so I did a deep dive on Oxford, okay? And I also wrote down Paris. But I wrote down, for some reason, I just kept hearing, I heard a song called Oxford. I literally, like, I don't know why. New England could be significant. But I also wrote down Oxford is known for its libraries. And then I was like, okay, but what are the things that, like, they're actually, like, what are the degrees that they're known for? And one of them was prime ministers. The second was for spies and intelligence services. The third one was for actors. The fourth was for scientists. The fifth one was for /novelist. And then I wrote down Dr. Seuss actually went to Oxford, but he didn't finish. And then I wrote down, it was funny, so I actually wrote down poet and not fucking pick. I don't know why the fuck I say pick, but a poet /novelist. But I wrote down in the thing, it was so funny because it said, if you're gonna select this degree, it's like either you should have a rich husband or you should have a 9-to-5. And I thought that was fucking funny, because why would they say that? So some of you guys could be thinking about going to like an Ivy League, but it's like, this is a warning. If you want to, like, you need to sit over here and like either have a sugar daddy, have a husband, or have a 9-to-5. You got 3 options. I also wrote down 6 was for journalist, okay? But specifically for prime minister, I always hear prime minister, but I was like, what the fuck is a prime minister? Like, what is their job? And so I put in quotations politician. And then I wrote down Cambridge has more Nobel Prizes, so that could be significant for somebody. I also wrote down appointed to manage the civil services and execute the directors of the head of state. So that's what the prime minister's job is, okay? So some of you guys got us sitting over here saying think bigger. Like, some of you guys could really be big politicians if you actually took that route. But I feel the need to sit over here and tell you to clean up your image now if that's what you want to do. Because then I'm starting to get like scandal ass energy. It's like you can't, if you keep it real. And now it's calling my attention to like a thing or a download I had the other day, which is like, if you lie, like, lies is gonna catch up to you. So that's significant. But anyway, Now we're getting into 2011. Some of you guys need to reflect back on what happened in 2011, but I wrote down like I was friends with Khadijah, so the name Khadijah could be significant, and she was like actually 3 years older than me, so heavy emphasis on older. And then now I'm thinking about a book that I'm reading, and in the book it said that like my mom is like 8 years older than my dad. So some of you guys could have like be dealing with somebody where you guys have an age gap. 1224 could be significant. Also 214 could be significant. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or Valentine's Day is significant because I just keep seeing 214 every fucking where. I also wrote down I went to prom because that was actually my freshman year. I wrote down King Von. Jimmy, the song Jimmy could be significant. I dated a few guys during that time. I also wrote down storyteller. I wrote down grandson. And that I was saying that about King Von, he was like a really good rapper because he was a storyteller. So some of you guys could be really good storytellers. I also wrote down Sydney, Australia could be significant. The name Max could be significant. I wrote down Virgos could be significant. I wrote down full moon again. Oscar, Roderick. You could be dealing with somebody that, or this could be your name. I also wrote down sinister love with the Scorpio. I also wrote down Aries. This is what has to be. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even write that down. That just came up. But I wrote down Aries. This is what has been poisoning you. So if you're dealing with an Aries, like, as for you, 420 could be significant. 422 could be significant. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus. I also wrote down have I closed all the doors from 2014? 2014 could be significant. I wrote down new school in July. So some of you guys could be thinking about going back to school. I think you should just come up with a plan. Stop sleeping on yourself. Stop sleeping on your gifts. I also wrote down get your body together. I also wrote down August through October is perfect timing. And then I wrote down more emotions to more, or the more emotions, the more you create. I wrote down life is but a dream. And I was like, don't dream your life away. So I feel like a lot of you guys are sitting over here just staying stuck up in your dreams and stuck up in your head, but you need to just execute that shit. Like, just get it out there. I also wrote down, put your emotions into something. I also wrote down San Francisco or New York. So coast to coast, you could be dealing with somebody that's like living on coast to coast and stuff like that. I also wrote down living together. And I wrote down breakfast together. I like that. So some of you guys might be coming into union with people and y'all gonna live together. I like that. I wrote down congratulations. Like, so, and then I wrote down September 16th. So heavy emphasis on this weekend. Some of you guys need to pay attention to what's going on this weekend. I also wrote down Denver, and I also wrote down Atlanta. The name Amber could be significant. And then I also wrote down the year of the monkeys, and that's like Chinese zodiac for you guys. And then I literally wrote down all of these years. So some of these years could be significant. 1932, 1944, 1956, 1968, 1980, 1992, 2004, 2016, and 2028. You could be born in one of these years, or one of these years could be significant for something in your life. I also wrote down don't be so nice in a contract. Yes, for some reason. So then I went through and I started writing down all the fucking like some Ivy League. So I wrote down Oxford, which is in UK. I wrote down Harvard, which is in Massachusetts, which is Boston. I also wrote down Princeton, which is in New Jersey. I wrote down Stanford, which is whatchamacallit, that's in California. And then I also wrote down November 11th, 1885, because that's when Stanford was actually created. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, or this is you. And Stanford is also known for biomedical, computer science, engineering, and economics. So like if you guys are thinking about majoring into something, I think you should. And if you guys think that you can't get into these Ivy Leagues, you're limiting yourself. I also wrote down international development. Oh, so going back to Oxford, I forgot about this. Sorry. The seventh thing that their degree is for is international development. The number 8 is lawyers. So heavy emphasis on lawyers. Some of you guys should go back to school and be lawyers. Like, just go. I also wrote down regain your energy, 5 to 6 months sources. I also wrote down be kind to yourself and protection. And then I also wrote down capital. Is there anything else? No, let's see. So y'all, I'm gonna get into my amethyst ball because it's been a while since I've channeled with my amethyst ball, and I really just feel the need to sit over here and chat with you guys. And then I'm gonna pull up a few cards, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Okay? Got stuff to do today, big dog. Got stuff to do. If it was your dream to be a lawyer, then what happened? What you doing? What happened? You better get your ass back. I need a lawyer, Shanice. That could be significant too. Some of you guys, like, y'all don't even know that you sat over here and it's like you following your dreams is opening like the door for you to sit over here and build more connections. But not only that, it's like other people are waiting on you to start or like to finish so they can come to you, so you can inspire other people. Some of you guys' job is literally to inspire other people. It's like you're going to become a lawyer, so it's going to inspire me to go become a lawyer. It's like the ripple effect. Even if it's only inspiring change within your family, you're supposed to be the one that inspires change. That's why it's so important for you to sit over here and follow your dreams. I see an angel. I feel like you guys have always had luck over your life, and then now I'm seeing like a dove. And then somebody could have passed away, which is crazy because I was just having a conversation with my mom and she was like, you know, one of my childhood best friends just died. Or I don't think she said best friend, but some of you guys could have a best friend that just passed away or that's about to. But she was like, it was my childhood friend. He just passed away. And what's crazy is because she was like, I just talked to my sister. My sister was the one. So you could be getting this knowledge from your sister. But my aunt had told my mom, like, yeah, like, you know, he was really heavy, said he wasn't taking care of himself. Last time I seen him, he was on the oxygen mask. And they were saying, like, the doctors were saying, like, he needed to start working out. But, you know, and then he was like, but his wife was like, you know, he's just stubborn. Like, I already told him that. And then he ended up losing his life because, like, he was overweight and he wasn't taking care of himself. So that could be significant with some of you guys. Some of you guys, like, literally are just letting life pass you by until you die. Some of you guys are, like, already dead. If you're not living your dreams, if you're just sitting over here doing day-to-day stuff, then are you already dead? You're just walking around like a zombie. So that could be significant too. But I feel the need to tell you guys, like, God always warns you before death happens. I also see a man with a cowboy hat on. So Texas could be significant. Houston could be significant. And now I'm getting like the Green Ripper. Everybody always is so surprised about how life is. They always are so surprised that things happen to them. But it's like like that, this is the judgment. If you do bad shit, you're going to receive bad shit back to you. If you do good shit, then good shit is going to happen to you. That's significant. If you guys are worried about being married, you will be. But you need to sit over here and release this past trauma. I feel the need to say, if you guys are manifesting somebody like into your life, I feel the need to tell you guys, like, at least like include somebody you can laugh with. Some of you guys need to laugh more. Some of you guys are like take life too serious. Some of you guys could be going out for wine this weekend. I also see USC could be significant. I also see Tao. So some of you guys could be going to Tao this weekend. Cancers could be significant. I also see music. So some of you guys could be going to dance this weekend. And then I see a carrot. And now I'm thinking carrot juice. So some of you guys could be drinking carrot juice or are being urged to. I see another wine glass. So heavy emphasis on wine. Yeah, some of you guys could be going to California this weekend. I also wrote down TV. Some of you guys need to limit the TV or the amount of TV that you watch because it's actually poisoning you. I also see you. I see you eating apples. So I feel like God is encouraging you to eat more apples. This is for a feminine. And I see a heavier set feminine. I feel the need to tell you, like, the reason I had to tell you that my mom's friend died is because I feel like you're not taking your health seriously. And I feel like, you know, at first it starts with you just being overweight, but then it's like, then your lungs start to clash. And then it's like your body starts to deteriorate. I'm hearing depression and stress can be another factor of killing yourself too. It happens every day. I feel the need to tell you, like, it's time, like, this is your wake up card, like, warning wake up. And I kept getting the energy like wake up. Some of you guys literally need to wake up and realize that life is passing you by. It's like, yes, I know that you got your heart broken, but you ain't had no babies yet. So it's time for us to go re-find somebody new so we can have this baby that's been waiting to be born type of shit. I see an elephant, so elephants could be significant. I also feel like drafts could be significant too. And then now I'm seeing Red Sox, and I think, isn't that Boston Red Sox? So heavy emphasis on Boston. And then I'm getting the White Sox. But I think the White Sox is New York. Or maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Something about those two teams though. Maybe you could be watching baseball. Or you grew up playing baseball. Some of you guys could be smoking. I feel the need to sit over here and tell you that you don't have to overexert yourself. Just allow the flow to show you. Heavy emphasis on like, or maybe you're going to Disney World this weekend. So, because I see like Mickey Mouse, but it's like either Disneyland or Disney World. Or you should plan a trip there. And then it's calling my attention to my reading. Walt Disney versus Jerry Brudos. Watch the fucking video. Just watch it. Everybody's not meant to go. That's what it's called. Everybody is not meant to go. And then I see the number 3. So I feel the need to tell you guys, watch that before this weekend. If you watch it today, watch it today. Watch it tomorrow, watch it tomorrow. But watch it before, like watch it. If it's Friday, watch it on Friday. But make Friday, so that could be significant. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Watch it on one of the 3 days. Honey could be significant. And now I'm seeing honey being applied to hair. And for those that don't know, honey actually is really good to apply it to your hair, but don't put it in your hair just by itself. Like mix it up with like, you could put like some avocados, you could do honey, you could add like other stuff, you could add like a banana to it. Like maybe some of you guys are looking to strengthen and add keratin to your hair. I feel the need to tell you guys to do more natural products and stuff like that. But some of you guys just need to like look into stuff like that. I feel the need to also tell you guys that yeah, some of you guys might be getting sick. Watch what you eat. Some of you guys are being ate up by the shark. And I feel like the significance of that is the shark is a clown ass individual. And so this is what has caused you to spiral into this depression, thinking that like, it's like somebody told you ain't never gonna be shit, you ain't never gonna find somebody like me, but, and like you believe that. You don't believe that there's nothing out there, because when you actually try to go out there, it's like all you've seen is a whole bunch of chaos, a whole bunch of bullshit. And it's like, now I'm hearing the dating scene is so trash. It's easier to deal with my trash versus other people's trash. But it's like, I feel like the only reason why the dating scene is trash is because you have yet to heal yourself and work on yourself to attract like-minded individuals to you. See, your like-minded right now is your depression. Your like-mind right now is you sitting over here being stuck, thinking you're abandoned, thinking that the only person that's good for you is your ex. So you are attracting other people that view themselves this way. Therefore, and the only way that you can start attracting people that are over their ex, that are emotionally available, that are fucking fine as fuck, that are sitting over here willing to put time into you, is as if you put time into yourself right now. Quit the partying. Party with yourself. Spend time with yourself. Spend time finding things that you want to. And then your person will be revealed. But also your past people will also be like, well, hey, remember me? Jay could be significant. But the point of the matter is that don't you dare go back to these people, because listen, you are the canvas. You're the person that sat over here and put your life back together. These people are going to try to tear you down. They tore you down once. What makes you think that they won't tear you down again? And I feel like that's significant. They played with you back then. Why do you think that they won't play with you again? I see the initials V. And then I also feel the need to sit over here and say maybe Japan could be significant, because I keep seeing J's. But maybe some of you guys are taking a trip to these places. I think you should. Go see the world. Some of you guys could have a dog. Some of you guys could have a fire sign baby, or this could be you. Pregnancy energy is here. And then I also feel the need to tell you, if you're not looking to be pregnant, don't be fucking. And we was just talking about celibate, okay? And I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna pull a few different cards really quickly to see where the energy is at. And any last minute advice for collective. I also feel the need to tell you guys, if you guys are looking for a reading today, book in the fucking bio. Sorry, y'all. I haven't been in the chat today, but I haven't been called to be in the chat today. I just felt the need to sit over here and just get my shit out. Big dog. Some of you guys are sitting over here releasing. I like that. This is good. This is good. Some of you guys have mentally been in a prison. Some of you guys literally have been walking. It's so funny. Some of you guys have literally been walking into the fucking, like, you guys have been walking like in this mental prison. I'm getting like a mental prison. Some of you guys could really have went to prison, but I'm gonna keep it a being with you. You guys have been carrying on too many motherfucking people's burdens, okay? Time has been ticking. Months have been passing. You've been getting older. And it's like, when were you going to sit over here and realize that you were holding on to other shit? Is it going to be when you were sitting over here when you're an old-ass lady or an old-ass man? I feel the need to tell you that it's time for you to sit over here and heal yourself and realize what's poisoning and what's not serving you. And I feel like once you sit over here and you wake up and realize that these people is holding you back, realize that the only person that's going to fix you is you, the only person that's going to put forth effort into you is you, then it's like, then you can truly embody your true self. Some of you guys need to sit over here and actually figure out how to love yourself. You know how to love everybody else. You know how to give everybody else handouts, but you need to give a handout to yourself. And I feel the need to tell you guys, like, you have the energy to embody, like, who you truly are within is the Mother of Baskets, which is the Mother of Cups. You guys, that's who you embody. That's who you are truly. But the point of the matter is that people in the past have trapped you into this mental state that I can't trust nobody. I can't move forward. And even if you're a masculine watching this, anybody can embody having this feminine energy. And really, it's more so just a caring energy. Let's take femininity and masculinity out of it. It's caring. It's love. Some of you guys need to sit over here and go back and discover what it is that makes you happy so you can actually be happy. That is the key. You keep looking at what's going to get you out of this mental hell is you being your loving self, giving to those that give to you. But not only that, being loving and kind even to the motherfuckers that have sat over here and tore you up. But it's not to overextend yourself. It's just, I don't have no resentment towards you. I forgive you type of energy. You being happy, you moving with light, you moving with love. That's the key to you receiving your fruits and your labor, to you getting to you sitting over here getting your shine back, and then you walk out of this mental prison. And then once you free yourself, then it's plant seeds. But now I'm hearing plant seeds as you go. But the point of the matter is that you can't plant seeds while you're sitting over here carrying on everybody else's burdens, because then you're going to plant the wrong seeds. And I think that that's what's been happening is that you keep planting the wrong seeds into the wrong people, into the wrong industries, into the wrong products. And it's like, you need to sit over here and start planting seeds within yourself. And that goes from within. And that's a fact. You have to water yourself before you water somebody else. And that takes for you to leave everything behind you. And to take actions on your goals, and to take action on whatever it is that you want to see. But the point of the matter is that some of you guys are really like, you're closed-minded. You're so closed-minded about a whole bunch of things, about on embarking on new journeys. And it's just like, because you're afraid. But in reality, if you want to do some real philosophy, it wasn't you sitting over here being afraid. It was more so your parents projecting failure and afraidness and fear onto you. Because when you was a child, if you thought back, you was always free. You always wanted to do this. You always wanted to do that. You never thought about the repercussions of what would happen. And I feel like that's significant. Stop thinking about what could happen and just do. and deal with the consequences once they fucking happen. Deal with the consequences. Deal with everything. When they pop up, then okay, deal with it. But stop sitting over here creating a problem before it even pops up, because you don't even know that that problem will even pop up. Some of you guys are pre-putting bullshit on you, when in reality, that shit will never happen had you not thought of it. And one of your gifts, going back to y'all gifts earlier, could be the power of manifestations. Some of you guys don't understand that by you just thinking one little small thing, it can alter your reality. You think that that person cheated on you, and now they cheated on you. You think you're about to gain this weight back, now you gain this weight back. You think that you sitting over here, you think that you're about to get married, you get married. Valentine's Day type shit. It's like, some of you guys don't know you're so powerful with manifesting. Y'all spent all y'all life manifesting bullshit. Why not try to manifest some good shit? And I'm gonna leave it there. If you guys want personal readings, link in the motherfucking bio, okay? Victoria said, it's so hard. You know what's so funny? I was gonna say, it's so hard to say goodbye. Victoria, I just feel the need to sit over here and tell you that sometimes it's not about trying, it's just about just do. I feel the need, and I feel like that's significant too, is that we could sit over here and say that we try and we try and we try, but are we really trying? You know? Are we really putting forth effort into the things that we need to, you know? So that could be significant. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. So I feel like this live was already a bit long. It's a little long. And it's 111 as I'm saying it. All I want to sit over here and tell y'all is the movie Hustle and Flow could be significant, because Mia, you said Hustle and Flow, but I actually seen that on the TV last night, but I didn't watch it. I just feel the need to sit over here and tell y'all that, listen, if y'all sit over here and y'all go with the flow, then life will sit over here in life, yes. But the point of the matter is that you have to sit over here and decide what life do you want to, like, what path do you want to take? And from there, execute that shit, okay? You said it's only hard if you make it hard. Exactly. And no problem, Mina. I love you guys. This will be uploaded to my motherfucking thing. And guess what? Go watch Everybody Can't Go. Okay? Okay. Okay, bye, guys.